everyone. This is Noah Simpson. He is one of two individuals doing visual effects on Fallout Breaking. Although, to be fair, I do believe, Noah, and correct me if I'm wrong, you are doing the majority of the visual effects, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and talk about yourself a little bit, talk about what you do and the tools you use to do it.
Sure. Yeah. I'm Noah. I've been doing this for, I think, about 10 years now, professionally for about 5 or 6. And I use Blender primarily. I'm an open source kind of guy, so I really like to have everything be free and accessible and that sort of thing. Yeah, mostly I use Blender. I use a lot of other stuff too. You
Sure.
can't avoid using Adobe.
Yep. We know about that.
Yep. So there's that. Blender doesn't come with a lot of stuff stock.
Sure.
It's a community built thing, so I use a lot of add-ons. I use specifically Compify from Ian Hubert.
Which effect that you've done in the past 10 years ish that you've been doing this stuff is the coolest thing you think you've done?
It's an interesting question because it's actually, I think, not related to the kind of thing I'm doing now.
Sure.
But I am sort of a generalist modeler, hard
Right.
surface modeler generally, but now I'm getting into doing some like character stuff. Um, but I, at one point, had the opportunity to make some prop STL files for 3D printing uh, that was for a live action Starfield commercial for Bethesda, which was super cool. I mean, we're all fans of
I'm gonna
Bethesda
be honest,
here.
I didn't know you did that. That's
Yeah.
incredible.
I Okay, so I think it was unused in the end.
Got you.
However,
Okay. But
I
but for that live action like debut trailer they did for the game.
yeah, one of them. There was
Okay.
a whole bunch of marketing stuff,
Gotcha.
but
Gotcha.
yeah. So I made a data pad and some kind of wall communication thing.
Sure.
To be honest, I didn't play a lot of Starfield, so I'm not sure. But
I mean, I put like 100 hours into it, but then once I got to the end game loop, it was kind of like a, oh, okay.
yeah,
No, I
yeah,
get it. Cool. Maybe I'll try again later in the future. Cool.
yeah. Outside of that, I guess working in VFX, my favorite thing that I've gotten to work on is breaking.
Well,
Yeah,
speaking of, out of all the things we've done so far, or plan to do, what's the favorite thing you've done on Breaking?
I think my favorite thing I've gotten to work on so far is the the Poseidon Energy gas station.
Dope.
I think that is, yeah, because I built that from scratch,
Right, I was
and
gonna say, yeah, that's a fresh, like, full model you didn't actually take something else and kind of edit it. That's a full
no,
thing, right?
there
Awesome.
wasn't even any reference, like, because
Right.
that's not a thing in Fallout 4.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
But we
so
had to update the Fallout 3 New Vegas Poseidon Energy look to
yeah,
a modern Fallout 4 aesthetic. So yeah,
and that's been my favorite thing working on this project is the
sure,
kind of freedom that comes from getting that like New Vegas area into the aesthetic of Fallout 4.
sure.
When there's nothing out there really other than like Fallout 4 New Vegas, the mod team,
Right.
um, which I have worked with one of the guys on that for this project, which is pretty cool.
Well, then, actually, on that note, on video games with Fallout, out of the Fallout games, which is your favorite?
It's a pretty clear one for me. Fallout 2 is my favorite Fallout
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
I'm very partial to the older aesthetic of Fallout, and
Okay,
while I like Fallout 1 in terms of story better
sure,
because it was true Fallout, much darker, that sort of thing.
sure.
I do like the lightheartedness that comes from Fallout 2. I know that's not a lot of people's favorite because of that,
Right. They
but
definitely it's skewed a little goofier between the two. Yeah, for sure,
yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
And honestly, I think that kind of goofiness has just kind of grown slowly out throughout the series.
yeah,
And personally, I'm a little on the other spectrum on that. I like the goofy over the seriousness,
yeah,
not to a full like I don't want straight parody of a post-apocalyptic thing or anything like that. Which there are definitely some things in modern Fallout that can get a little almost parody, almost an eye roll where it's like, all right, guys, Jesus.
Yeah.
And honestly, that leans a little, in my opinion, a little more into like how the TV show took some things and skewed it even more goofy for certain things. But no, I always felt I love how Fallout mixed goofy into the serious in general. Just how it, well, yeah, 80% of it is death and dead bodies and, the worst thing ever. You gotta laugh every once in a while,
Yeah.
It's got to be somewhat entertaining.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And I do want to thank you in general, just so, because the broader audience, I don't really know. I mean, they're not, because I am not amazing at updating everybody as much as I'd like to try. You've been involved with breaking prior to Adam coming on to edit. So just so everybody knows, Noah has been a part of working and helping me for at this point, over a year. We've been kind of back and forth working on this for a while now.
Yeah, it's like a year and a few months now.
Yeah. And, not for nothing. I don't know if you ever saw my original cut, my original edit.
I did.
Versus, oh, you did. You saw the original versus what Adam did. And you obviously then the very clear difference that Adam has brought to the table as well.
Yeah, it's night and day. Ooh. Yeah.
Like not that I said, I felt like we didn't have a cohesive story with my edit, but it was not a good version. So I don't
know if it wasn't not good, but it is certainly very different.
It is amateur versus professional, in my opinion. That's the best way I can put it. He has made the right choices that convinced me that, I guess, reconvinced me that what we did wasn't a waste. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, awesome. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you hopping on. I don't want to take too much more of your time, but I do have one more question.
Yeah.
What was it like 3D modeling my face so closely?
Ooh. So there comes a time in any friendship with me where I ask for really awkward pictures of somebody's face. Because my favorite thing to do is a likeness sculpt. I do one like once every couple weeks.
It's really cool. Like, there's something about seeing a Polar Express version of myself right now where it's like close. Where if you weren't talking to me and you saw it, you'd go, "Oh, that's Zach. There he is. That's Zach 3D. That's incredible." But then the moment if you talked to me and then looked at it, you'd go, "That's Zach." That's like Zach question mark. Wait, that is him. That's the Skinwalker version. That if I saw him, I'd go, "Hey, Zach, how you doing?" Yeah. Oh, it looks so good though. Really,
the idea too is that you're only ever going to see that completely out of focus or the back of the head.
Not how I'm going to use it. I'm being honest. Not how I want to use it. Have fun with it. Like, it's like those type of goofy things I want to do for sure.
Well, look, it seems like we're thinking the same thing. So we'll talk about this later, but I have thought about this as well.
Real quick, why don't you explain where people can find your stuff, and I will provide links visible for them to see and click.
Yeah, so I have a YouTube channel that I believe is called Offworld 3D VFX right now, which is where you can even see the original footage that I sent to Zach on there that kind of got me onto this project. So there's that. There's not a lot up there, but we'll see after the project. There should be some more.
You're going to have a lot from breaking to throw up there. A whole lot. I'm very excited.
I want to try and show as much as we can after it comes out, because it's been a fun process.
Yeah.
And then on Instagram, I am at Runners and Replicants. And I post a lot of my 3D model stuff up there and Blade Runner stuff because I'm a big Blade Runner guy. So,
hell yeah. Awesome. All right, thanks, man. Say bye.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Hey guys, thank you for watching. I wanted to hop here at the end and tell you that I am currently streaming on my Twitch channel. And right now, I am streaming Fallout 1, the original. I'm going to stream it all day, the day this video comes out. So, come by. That's it. See you later.